Okay, you're welcome once again to the last day of our software testing bootcamp. I'll say congratulations to everyone on this call for making it this far. We were able to go through several topics ranging from software testing terms, what a test case is, and how you can find bugs on applications, how to write a good defect report, how to write a test summary report, and how to create a test plan. So these are basically the things that you need to kickstart testing activities as a beginner in software testing. So this week I'll be sharing the breakdown for different groups. I can see that I have about 30 people, so I'll be sharing. I think I'll share it tonight. I'll divide it into groups. So please, I want you to show full participation in the group because a form will also be shared. So okay, you assign a team lead for your whatever team you fall in, and the team lead will indicate the he or she will indicate the particular activities that was carried out by each of the QA. So in other words, what am I trying to say? So you should have a contribution. So your contribution must be visible to the team because it will be indicated on that form what each and everyone did. So if anyone is in the team and shows no participation, so he or she will not be eligible for the certificate because giving out the certificate, we want to be sure that this person can actually defend the certificate. So I want you to just collaborate together and cooperate together. So sharing you into this group is as if you're just modeling how the workplace is. So in an organization, you'll be in a team every morning, especially, okay, not even every organization, either you operate in a waterfall methodology. Most banks operate in waterfall methodology, and most fintechs, they use Agile. So in any of this working environment you find yourself, you will always attend the stand-up. So as a QA, you're expected you're expected to pick up tasks on the board. So in most organizations, they might use either Jira, or there are several tools that can be used. But okay, most of the organizations that I've worked with, they make use of Jira. So some use I'm trying to remember all about Jira is the most common one. So you pick items on the board. You start reviewing user story. For if it's in a bank, you are given a functional requirements document. You review this document. So just like when I give you a requirements specification, you and your team, you work together. You review every ambiguity in the requirements. If there are requirements that are stated as an open-ended requirement, you go back and send clarification to the project management, to the project manager or program manager to confirm, or the product manager. It depends on the organization you're working with. So for them to provide clarification on how the requirement specifics. So these are the things that you would do while trying to review the application. You write test cases when you have ensured that, okay, so there are some entry criteria that needs to fall in place before you kickstart your testing. I don't know if anyone, I think we mentioned it during the course of the training. Can anyone remember some of the things that were stated? What are some of the entry criteria that has to be met before you kickstart testing? Is anyone willing to talk? Just raise up your hand and go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
I just want to try to answer this question.
Okay, please go ahead.
I think one of the requirements will be the requirements documentation. So you need to understand the user requirements first, or let me just say, like, you might need the software requirements specifications or the functional requirements documentations.
Okay. All right. So it's a good try. So the very first thing, I don't know if somebody else is still willing to try before I go ahead. Okay, Oluwafemi, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. So for the entry criteria, I believe the test environment should be ready. As I said the first time, the requirement should be clear and approved. Before you start testing, the USD, that's the user story document, must have signatures of approved people. So that's the requirement. And also the test data should be available, and the software or the solution should be stable for testing to proceed. So I think those are some of the entry criteria.
All right, you both of you have spoken well. So the first thing is the requirement specification or the user's story must have been signed off by the business team. So at inception of every sprint cycle, so the team, they have a meeting, what they call sprint planning, or that is in an agile environment. Then in waterfall environment like a bank, so the way their functional requirement document is, it's always signed off. You at the end of that document is normally it can be a PDF document or okay, most times it's a PDF, because in PDF you can't make any update. So it might be in a PDF or document format. I mean MS Word. So you will see a place where there is signature, where it has been signed off. There will be a stamp. So that is the way it works in a banking organization. Then in an agile environment, they make use of user story. They break tasks down into bits. So before you comment on that, it would have been comments on the project should have been assigned by the business team. So before you start the sprint, the Scrum Master or the program manager would have broken those tasks. Also, for you to see it on the board, you were in the sprint planning meeting and the backlog grooming meeting, so you'll be aware that this has been signed off. Another thing is the test environment should be available. So the test environment should be available before you commence your test. So I'm trying to remember the other things. So basically, these are some of the things that you need to ensure that are in place before you start testing. Then once that has been done, Then you go ahead, you start your testing activities by creating test cases. Then you start execution. If there are any issues, you log it on the defect tool that you use in the organization. It could be Jira, it could be Spiral, it could be Bugzilla. It all depends on the organization. And if it's a new startup, you could suggest any of these tools to your team. And in some organizations, they make use of just Excel. So just like the way you've been shown in throughout this training, you can create your bug reports in an Excel and share it in the communication group or share it with the developer. So what I'm just currently saying, they are just basic questions that you might be asked when you go for interviews. So let me just, who is willing to volunteer to open a U-Test account? So you'll be sharing your screen. I already have an account, so I can't use my account. Let me go to the URL. So utest.com. So who is willing to volunteer their screen? I'll drop it in the chat. So you can go to utest.com. Join, you go to join now. There are several platforms that you can start joining their crowd testing to identify bugs, and you get paid in return for doing so. So me, I already have an account. If I try to log in, so request a code. I think my phone is not closed here. Who is willing to volunteer? Let's use your system to sign up. Do you have anyone on the call? You want me to call names? Do you want me to call names? Let me try the second. So we'll be looking at tester work and U-Tests. Let me see if I can log into tester work. It's a long. I don't think I can remember my password. Device confirmation code. Okay. Let me see. Let me drop tester work for you. So I would start with U-Test. This is the URL for tester work. So let me check my email. So I'd like to show you how it's possible for you to make full cash on such platforms. Oh, okay. So I think I have access to tester work. No other device. Okay. Refresh. Why does it still show this? Okay. No other device. Like the platform has changed. Okay, so this is my tester work account. Let me start with tester work account. Let me show you what's there. So this is the platform. My level is bronze. So your level will be classified. Grace, I hope you can see my screen. Oh, I'm
No,
not.
I can't see your screen. You are not sharing.
I don't want no one alerted me that I'm not showing my screen. I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, so this is tester work. I hope you had access to that link. So after I show you how the platform is, I will need someone to like share their screen so that we can use their screen because I already have an account. I can't start signing up anymore. So it's just the normal app you sign up on normal application. So this bronze level is my level. So the more you take in, the more you join test runs, they call all those cycles that you get to join whenever there is a crowd testing available. So at the point when you start joining the test runs and start logging defects, executing test cases. So whenever the such projects come, they can come in form of test cases, execution, or you trying to join a usability test to identify bugs. So it's in two forms. So you get paid for every step of test case that you execute. So my own level is bronze. So bronze is my level right now. So the more you take task, your category will continue to grow. So this is test cycle. So this is the place where you get to see the test cycle. Yeah, the way it works is it's first come, first serve. So whenever you get a notification by email, when you indicate or express interest to take part in the test run. So if you are the first person, you get into the test cycle and claim test cases. So whenever you see such email, you have to quickly like claim those test cases because tester work is across all the countries. So as you are testing in Nigeria, someone is testing in US, testing in other. So that's why the name implies crowd testing. Like they are crowd testing the application to see the way the application will respond across different regions. So across different localizations. So that's the way it is. So then even before you start getting test runs, you have to attempt some tests. So when you sign up, you have to write just a short test for you to be eligible to start receiving test runs. So, but whenever you have completed the tests, they will send you a message that yes, you can now start receiving tasks and you can join test cycles to identify bugs and to execute test cases. So there's a place for reproducible test. So yeah, I think you upload the test that you have conducted. So you attach screenshots of how you were able to reproduce the issue. Then attachment. This is where you attach the issue. You attach the evidences. Then they have a QA Academy where you can run. So this is a very good area for you to learn. So you can see there are 7 sessions. There are 50. There are 50. I think I saw 50 now. So these are just basically how they want tests to be run on this platform. So when you attempt this QA Academy, it increases your chances of getting called for paid cycle. So after you sign up, you complete your test on the application, on the portal. So the next thing is for you to go through all this. You can see these are basically everything that we did during this software testing bootcamp. So what you just need is to align your test to how they carry out their test on their platform. For every platform, we also have platforms like Web.io. We have platforms like I think I'm trying to remember others. Web.io. There is one that is web something to is similar to Web.io too. So, but the 2 ones that I have worked, okay, there is one called PassBrain too. So that one is a Germany app. So those 3 platforms are the platforms that I have worked actively and I have earned some funds. So this is performance. So for every box that you raise and the box is not valid, you get to lose points. So you can see total box reported, total box accepted, perfect box accepted. So you have to be careful. So you can see, let me see. Let me try to scroll up. Okay, so you get graded for valuable bugs that you raise. If you raise a bug that is not valid, you lose 10 points, and that affects your level. It might drop you into another cadre in your level of testing on the platform. So you have to ensure that the bugs are valid. You don't log bugs that are invalid, because you get graded for each bugs that you log. So you can let me show you my work history. So you can see this is what I was paid for a test I carried out. Let me show you all. It's loading. So for you to actually see that this is actually a real platform where you can earn money. I think it's not loading. My work history is not, nothing is coming out. So let me show you the payout. You can see payouts have earned as much as $145, $12. So these are what I have earned right now. I can't be paid $2 because the threshold must be up to 5 before I can get paid. So profile, this is my profile. Then devices. In devices session, you get to attach all the devices you'll be using to carry out the test. So these devices does not necessarily need to be your personal devices only. As long as you have access to all those devices, maybe you are living with your siblings, maybe your parents or your spouses, or it could even be your neighbor or your friend at work that you are close with. As long as you have access to their phone, in that in other words, if you have access to their phone, you can add it to the devices here. So what I mean by having access is not that the test send the accesses can be limited in some areas. If you are called for a test cycle at 10 p.m. and this person is your work colleague, you know there's no way you can have access to that phone, and immediately you are called into the cycle. If it's a usability test, you have to start raising bugs, because before you open your eyes, you see that somebody from another continent or another region would have logged the same issue that you identified. So you need to be sure of the accesses to the devices you'll be using to test. Then there's a setting region, and that's just all about tester work. So who is willing to volunteer so we can share their screen to sign up for tester work? So who and who? You can indicate by raising your hand. Please, I need you to respond though. Let's just get this done, and we can just, I don't plan for us to spend more than 1 hour today, because it's just, hello? Are you still with me on the call? Oluwafemi.
Oh, yeah, with you.
So, hello?
Hello, we are with you. What's the question, please?
So I need someone to volunteer and share their screen.
Okay. I got you.
Hello, guys. I'm not getting any response from you.
Well, especially screen, right?
Please, can you mute Ayotunde? There's echo from your end. Okay. So, guys, I need you to volunteer. Volunteer your screen so I can show you how you can sign up. I already have an account. I can't have duplicate accounts. I'm still waiting for you guys. Theophilus, is your screen? Can you volunteer to share your screen?
No, I can't for now.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Since no one has volunteered to share their screen, so I won't be able to take you through how to sign up on tester work and you test at the moment.
I can volunteer, but I need to turn on my laptop. I'm joining this call with my phone.
Okay, thank you for volunteering. So we'll wait for you to power up your system.
All right.
Okay, while we're waiting for patience, I hope I'm correct. Is it patience?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any question about our training so far? So this is also a workshop for me to get a feedback from you on how the training went. So do you have any questions? So now I can answer all your questions before you start working on your capstone project. So the capstone project will form the very first item in your portfolio. After completing the capstone project, there are open source sites that you can get your hands on, and you start applying everything that you have learned here. Then you can always back that up in your Google Drives. So whenever you attend an interview and they ask you the projects that you have worked on, you can present that. You can present that as your portfolio. So you don't need to get to the call and tell them that you have actually not worked in any organization. So you speak based on the applications that you've worked on personally. So that's how it works. I think I was at this point, since you have no question, I'll start throwing some questions at you, and I'll be calling names randomly. I hope you are prepared for this. Okay, can anyone define the difference between confirmation testing and regression testing? And another part of the question is, what's the importance of regression testing? You can identify by raising your hands. I'll call on you. Omolemo. I hope I got the name well.
Hello.
All right, please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. I think like the way I understand confirmation test, it's more like you want to retest the test cases that failed. So you want to confirm and see if they still fail or if they work, the issues that you have identified. And then in terms of regression, remember that when you tested, or let me just put it this way. So when you identified those issues, and then you told the developers to go back and then to fix the issues, they might have messed up some of the parts. And then so in terms of the regression testing, it's when you need to test all the test cases or all the parts that have worked before. So you want to see if they still work. That's my answer. Hello?
Hello. That was a very good try. Let me drop my emoji for you. Please drop your emoji for Omolemo. Did you?
Okay.
I can't remember if you have defined what regression is. I think I heard confirmation test.
Yes, I did define regression because I mentioned that in regression test, it's when you want to test it's more like you are retesting the test cases that worked or the ones that did not have like any issues. So you want to check if let's say if the developers did not tamper or did not mess up the ones that were working while they were trying to fix the ones that they were not working. So you want to test them again to see if they are still working.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, like you said, confirmation test is the process of retesting fixed defects on application. So that is retesting by the name. You are retesting, you are confirming things that failed. Why regression? Regression is simply the process of testing an application to confirm that a new fault has not been introduced into the system or application. So the purpose of regression is to ensure that things that work before has not stopped working. So that's why you carry out regression testing, and regression testing takes place whenever there's a fix or there's a new feature on the application. So those are the two times you carry out regression. For every before your deployment, for every test cycle you run, it is quite important that you run regression, because without regression, you can get to see surprises on prod. So whenever you are working in an organization, always communicate to your program manager or your stakeholders to carry them along that you are running your regression test. So most times they try to rush QA. Yes, developers can get to develop for like 1 week or maybe maximum 3-4 days. But as a QA, they want you to perform magic, and most times they feel that it's just for you to click and click here and there. So you make them, you bring them to the realization that no, it's not about that. You are currently running your regression, and when regression is done, yes, everyone has that knowledge that yes, this application is ready to go to production without no defect. So that is simply the difference between regression and confirmation test. So can anyone tell me, as a QA engineer or as a software tester, what are some of your test deliverables? So after completing your projects, what are some of the test deliverables that is required by you from the project team? So what are the things that you share at the end of your testing activities? Can anyone try? Okay, you speaking? Is anyone speaking? I had somebody's voice right now. So what is your test deliverable? As you mention some of your test deliverables as a tester. Patience, do you want to try? Oh, sorry, we are waiting for Patience.
The test must be devoid of bugs.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say right now is your test deliverables. So what are the results? What are the things that you present to the stakeholders that everyone knows that yes, you have completed your test? So these are all the things that we reviewed during our software test bootcamp. So some of the things, I'm trying to give you some clues to the answer. So some of the things that we learned. So can anyone try again? Hello.
Oh yeah, let me just try. I'm not sure if I know this one, but then I'm thinking of the test plan and the test report.
The what?
That's the test plan and the test report.
I didn't hear the first. Oh, test plan. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Fine.
Yes.
Yes, that's part of it. Adiola. Okay.
Okay, so we have the test plan.
Okay.
We have the test cases. That's test case document.
Okay.
We have the requirement traceability matrix.
Okay.
Then we have the that's the final report. That's the test report summary.
Okay. All right. Can we drop our clap for Adiola? So he has basically mentioned everything. So those are your test deliverables. At the end of each project, these are the things that you share with your test, your stakeholders. So your test plan, your test cases, your traceability matrix, your defect reports, and your test summary reports. So these are the things that is expected of you to deliver at the closure of your test. So can anyone tell me some of the activities you carry out at test closure, your test closure activities? It's similar to what I just asked. So what are the things that you do? Okay, what are the activities carried out by you as a tester in planning your test closure activities? Test closure means I've tested everything, like we want to close out this project. So what are the things that you do while trying to prepare for test closure? What are the things that closes out the testing activities? Anyone, please? Patience, are you ready for us?
Oh, yeah,
Hello?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so you can share your screen.
Yeah. Okay.
So all those things that I
Please let
asked
me know
you,
if
you can
see my screen.
check it up in the ISTU key in the you can check it online. So I don't know if I shared the ISTQB materials with you. There's a material for ISTQB. If I have not done that, I'll share it in the group, the WhatsApp chat for you.
Okay, they said I can't share screen while you are still sharing your screen.
Oh, okay. Let me stop sharing. Okay, you should be able to share now.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. So I think you can go to utest.com. So yes.
Oh, right.
So as she's going to that URL, you can try it at your end. So this is supposed to be a practical workshop. So
okay, I
have your
it's
phone,
you wanted to. I have account on UTest.
you have an account on UTest. Okay, let's do testarwork. Testarwork.com. If you don't have access to your system right now, you can also sign up on your phone. So type it in your browser. Testarwork. Okay, so become a tester. Okay. Can sign up with your email and your password. So when you get to filling personal things like age and the like, you can just stop sharing your screen feed and start sharing back. Okay, you might want to stop sharing to confirm, or if you have access to your phone, to confirm your email address on your phone.
Yeah, I'll do it on my phone.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm filling a form here. That's why it's taking time.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe I cannot see what I'm doing.
I hope no one is having issues signing up from their end. If you have any issues, just unmute and let us know.
Tayo. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó wá ń bí yẹn.
Yeah. Okay, while we wait for patience, filling the form from his end, let's pick it up from where we stopped. So for test closure activities, I would like to call on Adedeji to let us know what are those activities he will carry out in order to complete test closure activities for the project he has been assigned. Adedeji, over to you. Okay. Hello, Mr. Is it Mr. or Mrs. or Miss? Adedeji. Adedeji should be a man now. Mr. Adedeji. Mr. Adedeji has chosen not to respond to the question. Someone is Samsung SM. We don't know your name. Mr. Samsung or Miss Samsung SM, please, can you unmute and let us know your name? Hello, Patience. How is it going on your end? I can't see her on the call anymore. Okay, since no one has refused to answer, so for test closure activities, some of the things that you do is to prepare your test summary reports. Then another thing is to back up all the test cases, the defect report, the traceability matrix, and the test plan. You can back it up in the folder. You could also back it up online in case maybe there's an issue with the individual's system. So whenever it's backed up online, I think that is the safest. It's very safe on the cloud. So these are the things that you carry out while preparing for your test closure activities. Then before a project is closed out, there is always this questions in interview that when can you say the project is completed? So the first thing is there are no open issues. There are no open, medium, or critical issues. So you can look up this on the internet. So these are the random questions that is being asked in interviews. So you can check it online. You can even go to Google and type questions. You can type likely questions to prepare for an interview. So you'll see a lot of things there. So like I was saying, I'm being distracted here by a call. I'll try to mute. Okay. So where was I? So like I was saying, so for you ensure that there are no open, critical, or medium defects. So in some cases, there might be medium, there might be low level defects. Are you ready now? Hello, Patience. Welcome back.
Yes.
Okay, you are no more sharing your screen. When you are ready, just share your screen so I can pause. So you trying to remember where I stopped. So when there are no open defects, so in some cases there might be some low issues that the business or the stakeholders have agreed that we could go live with this application, and later in another sprint cycle we could fix this. So there should be that synergy between yourself as a QA, the dev, the program manager, the scrum master, the business owners before you close out the project. So can anyone tell me the difference between severity and I think severity, how severe? I'm trying to remember severity and okay, severity and priority, yes. Then some other things that we didn't touch was how to use AI. You could actually use AI. So right now, as QAs, we are not expected to be working like, you don't work like working hard, but rather what you do is you work smartly. So how do you work smartly? You incorporate the use of AI in your delivery. So you can actually generate test cases by writing some prompt for either Claude or ChatGPT, any of the AI tools that you're comfortable in the in the area of let me say in financially, because some of these AI tools comes with a subscription. So for Claude, you have to subscribe, but for ChatGPT is just what you can use freely. So you can actually enter some prompts where you generate test cases, edge cases, boundary tests. Then you fine tune those test cases given to you by AI. You try to fine tune it to your taste. So that's how you can use. You can actually use AI to also generate a test plan. Let's say you're working in an environment where it's a startup and they don't have any template. You can generate that. Then you can modify it into the one for your organization. So I'll also be dropping some of the prompts that I use. I'll drop it in our WhatsApp group. So you can just use that, but just ensure whenever you use AI, try to humanize whatever you get from AI to fit in into what works in your organization. You need to review. Most times, AI is just garbage in, garbage out. So you still have to review. That's the part of human that you have to bring to play. So you have to review what is generated by AI, then use it to your own advantage. So that's the part of it. I'll still drop the prompt for you to make use of that. So you are signed up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So guys, you should have this screen after signing up. So is this they said so you have to complete your profile. At the profile section, you have to complete your profile. You have to enter. I don't think you can do any other thing. These are the only menus that are displayed.
Yes.
So I believe there should still be an email that will be sent to them, because I can see that they said they are experiencing an exceptional high volume of registration in our region. So we have temporarily limited new registration by completing. Okay, there is a wait list. So they will still get back to you. So we can see that she has successfully signed up for tester work. So she will be on the lookout for a response from tester work team. So this platform will be opened up and she'll be able to fill up all her devices and update her profile for her time of availability. She is willing to take up test cycles. So I believe we are on the same page. So like I said initially, you could do this on your phone if you don't have access to a computer right now. So for you test, we don't have a volunteer for that. Let me see
You
the
test.
time. For
I
you
don't know
test.
if I can use another details. I don't know.
Okay. So if you have another email address. Then for you test, you have to get, I think you test and tester work. So they don't accept, I don't know if tester work or you test now, they now accept Nigerian accounts. So I know when I registered, I had to look for a friend that resides in US that have access to PayPal account. So it's a person's PayPal account I'm using to receive funds. So whenever I'm being sent funds, I signal to her and she finds a way to send it to me via my Nigeria account after converting it. So you have to have access to a PayPal account. And the way the PayPal account is, the person must not be on UTest platforms, because once you use that person's account, if the person is trying to sign up on UTest, they cannot use their account to set up on UTest anymore. So since you've already filled that on your own account, so that's the way it works. And I know there's also another option, I think Payoneer or something like that. You could also sign up. I think you can sign up for that from Nigeria, although there are some charges that is attached. So that's the way you receive your funds, your testing funds.
I don't know why they
Let me check from my end. Okay, it's loading from my own end. utest.com.
my network, I guess. My network.
This is strange because you are speaking on the same network.
Yes.
And I hope this is not a work laptop where some sites are blocked. Is this your personal system?
Yes.
I don't know why it is being blocked, because I can access it on my own system.
I need another browser.
I think rather than creating for yourself again, let's just get someone's email here while we create for them. So the person will go back to change their password. So who is willing to open an account here? But I think age is there. You have to fill the age. So which is personal. I think we'll be able to go ahead with creating for the person. You have to fill in the age of the person. So on this note, thank you, Patience. Thank you for volunteering. I hope you've been able to gain one thing or the other throughout this journey that we started about 4 weeks ago. So I'll say congratulations once more. Welcome to the new oil. I'll call software testing as the new oil right now. So you kickstart your journey smoothly, and before you know it, you start making a good connection here and there. I tell you, the testing space is just it's a small space. So me working with the way I've worked throughout the years, I get to meet the same set of people in every new organization I move into. So, and it's always a thing of joy for me to see the person once again. Most times we laugh over our past experiences on the job. So that's why it's essential that you don't burn bridges. So whenever you are in an organization, some people might be unlucky where they get into an hostile environment. No matter how hostile that environment is, make sure you live on a good note, because later in life, some of those people that worked with you in the past, they still help you to secure new opportunities. So that is why it's important, whenever, no matter uh, bad you were being treated while you were a QA in that environment, in that company, it's very important that you live on a good note, because most times when you go to some organizations, especially banks and some few fintechs, they run a background check wherever you have worked, and they obtain reviews from where you have worked. So it's good that while you were at were working with that said organization, you did all your best there. So if they don't obtain good records of such individuals, they end up not confirming such staff. So it's very good that you put all your best into working in every organization. It might not even be an organization. We've seen so many people that they participated in volunteering work, all those crowd testing. Most people reach out to us on QualityTechies that they have new applications that they want volunteers to test. So I've seen so many QAs on QualityTechies that gets opportunities, they get job opportunities through that. So I would like to advise you that this new journey that and career path you are going into, so it's just what you do in your day-to-day activities. So as a QA engineer, what you are doing mostly, you are caring for somebody out there. You are caring for someone's product out there. And when you want to do that, you do that by putting in your best into such products to ensure that the organization have a good reputation outside there. So it's very important, like our speaker also mentioned yesterday, and I also remember that I've mentioned that. So you need to be passionate about software testing. Yes, everybody is doing it to get a source of livelihood, like for you to earn some cash. Yes, that is also important. But your motive for going into software testing should not be only to just make money. So that's why I see most people today, when you get them interviewed, I know most people they might not have a they might not have an IT background. They just moved into software testing swiftly. They were doing something else. So now that you are in software testing, it's expected of you to go back to your foundation and make sure you build a very strong foundation. So what am I trying to say? So most of you on this call might not have IT background, but you are moving into software testing. And thank God that you are part of this QualityTechies. We have a platform where you can grow. We have training resources on YouTube that you can always pick up. We also have a community on WhatsApp where you can always ask questions at any point. If you are confused why carrying out your test. So it's very important that you are passionate about software testing, and as a QA, you always work to mend and build relationship. So as a QA, it's not all about you. You have carried out my test. So what is expected of me? Like Elvis said yesterday, most times we also do project management work in one part of the other, because you have to follow up with the developer whenever there's conflict in the team, maybe the program manager or the business manager or the developers and the likes. They have some conflicts because the delivery was delayed. So as a QA, you have to come in, because it's at the end of the day, it's all about the product. It's all about your company's reputation. It's all about your customers out there. You guys want to maintain that good relationship with your customers, and you want to keep making money for your organization. And if you are not able to deliver fast enough, and you are not making your customer to have a good experience while using the app, you know that your own job too is at stake. So you want to ensure that there are no loopholes anywhere. So as a QA, I know there are times when you have issues with developers. So you should know how to work diplomatically while trying to communicate effectively within the team, and still ensuring that you push out a reliable product. So as a QA, you wear different caps. So both as a project manager and as a QA, you also test. You stand in gap for the customers. You also stand in gap of the business owner, because you are testing the application proactively. Then something else, as a QA, you need to learn to take sole ownership of task. Yes, you've been assigned task. There are 5 people. There are 5 QAs on the application. In fact, you might even be the least experienced person on the application. But one thing that makes you stand out, and one thing that makes people remember your effort on the team, is on how you are able to proactively respond to issues. Whenever there are issues, you communicate in a place where you have a test manager. You communicate with your test manager. And I believe this is not only on QA, for every profession. Everyone expects a team member that is proactive, a team member that is reachable, a team member that is reliable. So as a QA, you should possess all those qualities. And I believe if you're able to possess all these qualities, you'll be at your best in any organization that you are recruited. So on this note, I would like to draw a curtain on our meeting today. But don't forget that it is not done yet. So our definition of done on the software testing bootcamp is for you to actively participate on the capstone project. So there's an echo from your end.
Yes, I just want to talk. Please, are there books or PDF that you can recommend for further reading?
Yes,
or it does not need.
Can you mute, please? I'll respond.
Okay.
Okay, so I said initially that I will be sharing the ISTQB material with you. So in software testing, one of the approved certification that we have is ISTQB. So some of you might say you want to attempt ISTQB, so it's fine by you if you feel you want to attempt it now. But for me, I was already about 5 years into testing before I attempted ISTQB. So I'll drop the materials. You can make good use of ISTQB. Also, joining U-Test and tester work. You have access to a number of materials on U-Test and tester work. So make sure you join U-Test and tester work. Then I'll also be dropping the ISTQB material. So you can keep using that, keep using U-Test to build your portfolio, keep using open source to build your portfolio. Ask questions. No question is stupid. Ask question on the WhatsApp platform. You are free to ask any question, because that's the major reason why this community was created, for you to actually air your concerns. It might be in form of remuneration. Maybe you are trying to get a job, and maybe you need questions on how to handle salary expectation, all things like that. You can just throw it in the WhatsApp. We have so many professionals there to like respond to you. So I hope I've been able to answer your question, Ayotunde.
Yes,
Hello?
you have. Thank you.
Hello? All right.
You are.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we have come to the end of the training. Check out on WhatsApp. If your name is not part of the list, you have to do so now, because before the end of today, I'll be sharing you guys into groups. And I think you have a period of 2 weeks to complete your capstone project. So thanks for joining this session, and I wish you all the best in this career path, which is a very rewarding one. I'm sure for certain, for choosing this career path, you have no regrets, because the benefit of this career path has made me stuck for 11 years, and I'll say that's the best decision I've ever made, because naturally for me, I love making friends. I love working on products. I love processes, and those are basically the 3 things that you get to experience while working as a software tester. So I want to say for certain, you will never have any boring moments, as long as you have ticked all those things I earlier mentioned that are the qualities you need to thrive as a quality assurance engineer. So thank you once again. It has been a very interesting class. See you at the top. See you all at the top. All right. Bye for now. See you on the WhatsApp group. Bye.